Alright, this is Calibos and we are playing Enigmatica 2. So, at this point, I finally have gotten around to trying to get Bozo here to upgrade his thing to level 5. We were pretty much just waiting on purple blocks. I'm going to do this before there's a issue. And sea lanterns with the prismarine. So we've got all that now, not a big deal. Theoretically, he's doing stuff. So, should be fine. He wants a furnace. Why does he want a furnace? Oh, because he wants a regular furnace, and all of the furnaces are now fast furnaces, and he doesn't like that. Well, monkeys. So that is totally a thing, which is irritating. Now, that might actually have been fixed because I am no longer running the most recent version of Enigmatica 2. I think I'm like 2 or 3 versions back, so maybe I will maybe I'll try to update the pack and see if that fixes it. But in the meantime, that can go take care of itself or not. I have everything else that I need, and it's just a matter of upgrading stuff. And once it's all, this seems like an unhealthy amount of cows. It really does. So we'll try upgrading the pack and seeing if that fixes the build dude. Meanwhile, we now have the Greater Tartaric Gem. We need a Nether... Ooh, that was weird. Nether Star, I think. We'll see. Chuck that in there. And we should have the last Blood Magic quest. So this was full, so it didn't take too much. So what I might do is eventually try to fill this one up. Come back here, you loser. I might try to get enough to... These were actually sitting in the warehouse there, so pretty cool. But if we go ahead and look at our quest book now, we have a couple of things. We have a couple of things that we've got left to accomplish. So I was looking at that blood magic. So that is everything in blood magic. We have finished yet another thing. Cheddar and sour cream potato chips. It's always food. I mean, I guess food's important, but... So I've gone ahead, and one of the reasons that I could barely remember what we were on as far as things in the last episode is because across the week, you know, while I've been like watching, you know, weird TV shows, and not really TV because I don't watch TV, but, you know, watching stuff on YouTube, you know, various channels that I follow, stuff like that, you know, random animes and movies that come across my feed, I guess. I have been killing dragons. It has been very boring. You have no idea how boring it is to kill the end dragon. I mean, it's not super boring, but it's kind of boring, especially if you do it a lot. One of the things that has come to my attention about killing the end dragon is I need to upgrade my armor. And I need to upgrade my armor a lot. What are we at? So basically getting about 10 or 15 a shot. That's fine. So we're going to come back over here and we're going to look at blood magic. Not blood magic, draconic. There we go, that one. So we have this one finished. We need to do a disenchanter and work our way through that. We need to get this stuff done. We need to make these upgrade keys. We need to make Awakened Draconium. We need to make, to get access to this. And then we need to work on killing the Chaos Guardian. I do not anticipate surviving the Chaos Guardian, and we're going to have to kill it a few times. It's going to be really horrible. So we'll see what happens with that. We also need to come up this way and start moving more power across. What this is going to do is this chain up on the top here is actually going to give us more power storage, specifically more power storage, which is going to help as far as crafting and stuff, because this produces a lot of power. Oh, wait, let's check the environmental tech solar Ignite Aethium. So we're not quite at the highest tier of power production yet, so we can produce more power than this, which is a silly amount of power already. So let's look into Draconic, and we'll get a bit further in the Draconic questline. So first we're going to make this Wyvern Energy Relay Crystal. So Wyvern Energy Relay Crystal. So it requires 4 cores. So we're just going to do this and go. Ta-da! Then we're going to turn around and wonder where that guy went. Weird. He's a magic man. So now that we have that, turn that in for a heavy plated shield, chuck that in the bin, and let's look at our next quest. Next quest is going to be beaming all the power. So this is the lowest, this is the mid tier, this is the high tier. We will have to come this way first, but let's look at enchants and item settings. So we need a disenchanter for that one, as I recall. So looks like we're going to need 2 enchanted books. We're going to need one of these. Enchanted book, we can make that if we want to. We're going to need some bookshelves. So oh yeah, that's right. I totally made this to be a recipe that I could craft. Disenchanter. So we need another book, enchanted book. So let's head back to our storage really quick and wither ourselves on the way. There we go, withered. So here's an enchanter. So what about Flim Flam? Flim Flam is not a thing that we can do. Let's look at enchanted books. Book. Curse of Vanishing, I have no idea what that does. Seems terrible though. That's Fortune 3. Well, you know, we can make any whatever we want, right? So let's put this all together. Should this not have made bookshelves for us? Then we need an enchanting table. Oh, which is here. I knew that. I did. That gives us a disenchanter. All right. Disenchanter. So we can totally chuck that down. And what this does is if we put a thing here and a book, we can extract it and get an enchantment off onto the book. Very cool, right? So let's check our next quest. Let's take a thing. Next quest. We're going to need 36 energy core stabilizers. That is one or two of them. So we're going to need particle generators. Wait a minute. Energy core stabilizers. Check this out, guys. We can just make them for us. Go us. All right, 36. We are champions. Come on, detect. All right. Signalum plated item duct. So we'll chuck these in here for now. Grab that. Chuck that. Next thing we need 90 draconium blocks. Draconium blocks. Man, I hope we have enough. I think this is actually like all of it. Weird. So let's grab these. I have to say I'm quite fond of golden egg. I don't know what that does. Let's put it in here for now. Yeah, killed the dragon a few times. Got like dragon eggs in here too. Yeah. And dragon breath and stuff. After a while you just stop caring. Stop caring. I mean, I can just make more if we need it, I guess. So let's look at the tablet. Wow, there's a couple of foods in here. Are we even hungry? Nope. It's fine. So we want to look at energy storage core. So we're going to need an energy core, which is fairly simple to make. And then we're just going to make it really big by surrounding it with stuff. I know. How improbable is that, right? I'm trying to remember how big it is. It's really big, so I'm going to put it... You know what? I'm going to put it right here, directly above the blood altar. So we need an angel block. Right, because I keep getting these from quests. Is that directly above the altar? It is. Perfect. So let's oops. Let's put it there. These used to like just go straight back into your inventory. I don't know why they don't do it anymore. So let's remove this. Build guide. Tier up. Active. Tier down, tier up. Okay. So you turn on the build guide and then you just build what it says. Very simple. Ta-da. Now, this is a thing that bothers me about this. And tell me if you figured out what the problem is. Okay, time's up. So the problem is the problem is that once you have it set up as far as you've started putting layers on it, you have to go all the way back down to the core in order to build it. So we're going to need a bunch more draconium. Let's go ahead and say 500. So that's going to take a little while to process. Sorry. And I wonder. Okay, so it's not going to help. But we're just going to have to go through and like leave this up until we have built it all. At some point, we're also going to need to set up these energy core stabilizers. So they're going to be, what, 15 away? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can tell that that block is wrong. And we want to do 1, 2. Oh, cool. That actually is helping. I didn't know that it did that. Boom, boom, boom. And that. So let's do this. Let's turn our magnet on because magnet, we need it. Go fetch our piece. Remember, kids, never chop the limb off the tree that you're standing on. Apparently it goes badly. So this one is, what is that? Looks like 3. So, stabilizers. All right. So now we should be able to knock that off. And then we should be able to come out to this one. Let's get some more draconium. Just as an FYI, we're probably actually going to need more than we have. So this one is red, and then 4. Okay, good now. So red, then 4. Then we'll kill the red one. Kill this. Then we want to go red and then 4. And then this should be the last one. So stabilizers are important. Because having a giant unstable ball of energy, above your head is a pretty terrible idea. Pretty terrible. So the stabilizers are valid. Now if we layer down, oops, tear down. Sorry about that. So it's going to, it's basically asking for a bunch of blocks. Now if we lay, are those supposed to be redstone? Tier up. Okay, so for the 8, they don't have to be redstone. Okay, good, because we're just going to make straight for 8. Oh, so we're going to come over here. That will look a lot more fantastic when it's done, I promise. And we're going to look at, we need to be making awakened draconium blocks. And we're going to need a lot of them. I couldn't begin to tell you how many that is. That's going to be what? 5 times 5, it's 25. Times 6 is, it's a number, it's a big number. I'm going to say about 150. And that's just for the very edges. Then we're also going to need, this row, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, that's going to be 12. 24 times 6 is going to be, what is that, 6 less than 150. So basically 300 minus 6 or something like that if I'm wrong. And then on top of that, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be another 7 times 6, so another 42 on top of that. So we are making a couple of awakened draconium blocks. and I'm going to begin processing them, and I'll do some of them on camera for the next episode so that you can see exactly how it's done. It's not a complicated process. I just want to get it over with. It is time consuming though. So yeah, if you like the episode, leave a like. If you don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. I hope that you guys have a great night. Thank you.